12 men and women are now deliberating in the Lori-Vallow Daybell murder trial. It took 6 weeks and 60 witnesses to get to this point. Now we wait for the jury's verdict.
And today ended with closing arguments from the prosecution and the defense. Our Shira Matsuzawa has been tracking this case for 3 years, and she's been at the Ada County Courthouse since this trial started.
It's been 6 weeks to get to this point, but for the families of the victims, it's been more than 3 years to get to this point. And this morning we caught up with JJ's grandpa, Larry Woodcock, as well as former FBI agent Douglas Hart and Lori's uncle, Rex Connor, who traveled back to Boise for closing arguments.
We will rock you.
Guys, today is the day. That song was JJ's song. He played it, he sang it, he loved it. And I can't think of a better day to play that song in memory of JJ.
This has been 3.5 years of effort at this point, and there's so many people who gave their all and really put forth a tremendous effort to present this case to the jury.
You always hope to find out more, and sometimes you find that out live, but also just to thank people like yourselves. I want to thank Kay and Larry again, people that are involved in this, that brought attention to it, that helps us all heal.
Rob Wood delivered the closing remarks for the state. He opened with money, power, and sex, the same way the prosecution began its opening statement. Wood said Lori and Chad acted together to cause the deaths of JJ, Tylee, and Tammy. Wood told the jurors, "You saw evidence of Tylee's body burned beyond recognition, but Lori kept collecting Tylee's money." He said JJ's voice was silenced forever by a piece of duct tape and buried like a piece of trash in Chad's backyard. Wood said Lori was conveniently gone when Tammy was murdered. She was out of state, but those trips were not coincidences. And Lori wasted no time in making sure she benefited from Tammy's life insurance money. Because 2 weeks later, Lori married Chad on a beach in Hawaii. The jury also saw a text from Chad to Tammy again from September 9th of 2019. It's a text where Chad talks about shooting and burying a raccoon in their pet cemetery. Wood said this text is where Chad told us where to locate Tylee. This text tells us where he burned her limbs. Wood said this was all a plan for Chad and Lori to be together without obstacles. In his closing argument, Wood said Chad and Lori used religion as a tool to manipulate others. The defense was up next. Vallow's attorney, Jim Archibald, said testimony showed Lori was a good mom. He said while evidence showed Alex and Chad in Chad's backyard where the kids were buried, it doesn't place Lori there. He said if Lori had a plan to kill her kid, why would she hire a babysitter only to kill JJ the next week? Did she lie about her kids' whereabouts? He says yes, she did. But he says if this was about money, then why didn't she get a life insurance policy on her 2 kids before they died? He also told the jurors when one of Lori's hairs were found on the duct tape, it wasn't a smoking gun because decomposition, pajamas, socks, and a blanket were also in that bag. He also put a lot of blame on Chad and that all the beliefs Lori was following was from Chad. The state then had a chance to respond to the defense. Rob Wood closed by saying Lori would tell her friends that nothing in this life counted for her. Wood said, make it count for Lori Vallow, that Tylee was burned, mutilated, buried in a bucket next to a dog and cat. He said make it count for JJ, a boy with special needs who had a plastic bag around his head, and make it count for Tammy. Lori's fate now lies in the hands of 12 jurors. At the Ada County Courthouse, Shira Matsuzawa, Idaho's News Channel 7.
As always, for all the latest updates as the jury deliberates, stick with us here on News Channel 7 on our website, ktvb.com, the KTVB YouTube page, and KTVB Plus. We will have full coverage when that verdict comes down.